Last time on
R9 Beats Challenges. We did the impossible and we took on Pokemon Blue with only one hit KO moves. I need a break, guys. I've been doing these impossible challenges for over 2 months now, and I think it's a perfect time to take on just a hard difficult challenge for once. Instead of the very hard plus difficult challenges you guys are expected and have grown accustomed to here. I'm gonna take a trip down memory lane and relive my Pichu Emerald run days with another lasagna-sized rodent, Minun.
Oh, R9's gonna take on an easier challenge, how boring. If you don't know who I am, I'm the guy who does the same exact thing R9 does, but better.
But better? I've never heard you say a joke before, Tion. Didn't realize you were a comedian all of a sudden.
Why don't we make things interesting and I race you with Plusle and let's see who can beat Pokemon Fire Red or Leaf Green first.
You're challenging me to a challenge, kid? Don't you know I'm the challenge king? Alright, first one to beat Pokemon Fire Red with their blue or red Pichu with the fastest holo time speed or lowest level wins.
It's not really gonna be a challenge, but I'll take you on any day.
Alright, it's settled then. Hashtag no days off here. Guess I gotta add an extra element to the challenge yet again. Not like I have much life to live anyways. So as always, I'll start the game with Minun as our starter using the Universal Starter Program, and I'll only be using Minun in battle. No other pocket monsters. Other Pokemon will be used for HMs only, and no items in battle. I always gotta show some love to the godfathers of challenge videos like Plusle and Mah-Dry-Bread. Speaking of which...
Hey everybody, Mah-Dry-Bread here. Public service announcement. These guys aren't ripping me off. Coincidences happen. We all had the same idea around the same time. Have fun with the video.
Now that the challenge is set, let's just jump right into this. I've played through Generation 1 enough times for you guys to have the hang of things by now as far as the story goes. We start the game greeted by this lovely Pixelman. We find out he has some sort of Alzheimer's or memory loss, and we have to remind him of not only our name, but his grandson's name. Then we get dropped into the world of Pocket Monsters, and the game begins. After running away from home as a young child, never to return again, of course, the first thing we do is walk into the Pokemon world equivalent of a minefield, just for Professor Oak to come out of hiding and take us to his lab, where we'll be able to choose our starter Pokemon. We'll have the choice of choosing 3 starter Pokemon. The first one being everyone's favorite starter Pokemon and the only Pokemon to get 2 Megas and a Gigamax, or the least favorite Generation 1 starter who is secretly the best of all time until he becomes Venusaur. But don't count out our last choice in none other than Pokemon's mascot, but as a baby in blue. So the thumbnail is a thing, and we all know who I chose at this point. Bulbasaur, of course. Oh, okay. Minun, which I named Comment, making her the spiritual successor to Press Like, our Pichu from Emerald. And well, that's her name, so please show some respect and drop a comment. We engage in our rival battle, and I mean this battle should be a slice of pizza. Say what? You gotta be kidding me, right? No attacking moves? No, how could this be? So we lose our first battle against Tion, and he rubs it in our face, and now we can start the adventure with basically our useless pocket monster. We're gonna have to go for good old reliable struggle to grind out till we get to level 10, where we learn our first attacking move, Quick Attack. And it doesn't sound so bad, but I can show you it's not gonna be fun. I start off finishing the last story-driven task by delivering a package to Professor Oak and receiving our Pokedex, so that I can go to Viridian Forest to waste all of our PP on Metapods and Kakunas, since they don't have any chance of attacking us back, and it's the perfect way to waste PP. I made sure to blow all my money on the max amount of potions I could acquire, because I'm not going to the Poke Center, because that will restore our PP, and we would have to do this all over again. After a few hours, we hit level 10 and we can finally attack without struggle. Now with our newfound attack, I can take on our optional rival battle and barely pull off the victory royale. The outcome's a little different now that I can hit you. Now we head back to Viridian Forest, taking out all them bug catchers, and then leave towards Pewter City. I attempt the gym leader here and oh god, no, not even close. We double our level and return at level 24. We also have learned Spark by now, but if you know anything about Pokemon, that ain't gonna help beat Brock. You know, the whole thing about him having like them ground and rock type Pokemon, but we do barely take out Brock's Pokemon at level 24 within 5 hours of gameplay. And I think this is going pretty smoothly. But how about you, Tion? How's Brock going? Bet you haven't even...
You just finished Brock? Why did it take so long? I was level 22 and it only took me about 4 hours.
Oh well, it's not always how you start the race, it's how you finish. We head on through Mount Moon and it was nice to have little problems here for once and grab our fossil. I swear, if I have to tell you guys the correct fossil to pick, at this point, we got a problem. Making our way through the Cerulean City, where we take on Misty in the water gym right away so I can have a faster time than Tion and we can beat the gym just like our little brother.
Oh my god, you can't act.
In Mario, and it's a piece of cake because Spark does way too much damage, not even Flex Seal can fix that leak.
There's no way you're ahead of me, R9. I beat Misty in 5 hours and 17 minutes.
And we beat Misty 8 hours in. Next we battle Tion before the Nugget Bridge and his team is swept under the rug like a bad report card on parent-teacher night. It did however hurt me to take out his beautiful Pokemon, but after we beat Tion and clear Nugget Bridge to deal with the pain, I caught one myself, and you know I named it Subscribe in honor of the last Fire Red playthrough and most successful video I've made. Now with Subscribe we can teleport outside of battle to Pokemon centers to help cut some time in this challenge. We go see Bill or Mazaki if you're Japanese, and we turn him back into a human and get a ticket to the Titanic and head on out. Oh, and he also made that PC thing that sourced Pokemon. At this point I make sure to catch 4 Meowths in the grass after Cerulean City for the pickup ability, so we can get the move Hidden Power. Also so we can pick up some rare candies so I don't have to get stuck grinding every single battle. I can skip some of those optional trainers. Now to save some time and levels on my way to Titanic and Vermilion City. Once we make it there, we see Tion and we'll have to have ourselves another Duel Monsters battle, which wasn't too difficult, kinda like the challenge that Tion poses now. Hey Tion, don't you got Plusle in this challenge? Well then, why you gotta be so negative all the time? That's my blue Pikachu's charge. After we beat Tion on Titanic, we rub the old guy's back and he gives us HM Cut. And now he's all good to drive the Titanic safely. We should probably tell him how this tragically ends. Nah, it's fine. We just get off that boat ASAP, Rocky, and watch as it pulls off. And what only I can assume is a successful voyage to hell. I mean Johto. We make sure to teach one of our pickup Meowth's Cut, and we make it into Lieutenant Surge intricate puzzle gym. The puzzle itself turns out to be more time-consuming than the battle with Lieutenant Surge himself.
Yeah, the switches are easier to find the more times you play through it.
But Blue Pikachu confirmed better than the other OG Mouses. Now that we have 3 gym badges down, it's time to head towards the bane of my existence, the Dark Cave, where we won't be able to see the slightest thing, unlike the version we were playing in Blue previously where we could see everything. So I have to believe in the heart of the cards until we make it to Lavender Town, also known as Spooky Town. We take on Tion here yet again, battling on top of the dead Pokemon corpses, and then head on out to Celadon City. Welcome to Celadon City, child gambling's present in the 2D, girl stay pretty. Here we can take on Erica, who wasn't too difficult until we make it to a Vileplume, but we prevail over that stinky plant at only level 42. Hey Tion, hey.
What?
Hey Tion, hey. Hey.
What?
Hey. What level were you, man? What level were you?
I was level 40.
No one cares. Oh, okay, I'm just kidding. What level were you?
I was level...
No one cares, man. No, alright. Just say your level. I won't say anything.
I was level...
We then go to the casino to gamble a little bit so Tion has a chance to catch up, but we accidentally run into Team Rocket. I mean, I guess we have some time to take him out while I'm here, but I really wanted that Porygon. We take some cool DDR pads to get a key, and then we take down Giovanni pretty easily due to his Kangaskhan missing his Mega Punch. Wow, imagine that. This giant kangaroo the size of a transport truck missed its Mega Punch, just to get hit by his small little mouses. We then teleport back to Lavender Town and take out the remainder of trainers and Team Rocket members to save Mr. Fuji. Blah blah blah, get a Poke Flute and then play that Poke Flute to wake up a 2-ton sleeping bear-like Pokemon and take him out with our 9-pound mouse. Now we can head towards Koga, the poison gym leader, and take on him after decimating all the trainers on the way. And believe me, that's a lot. Now that it looks like we made it, it's time for us to take on Poison Naruto Boy himself and take out all of his pocket monsters. With 5 badges in hand, we then go to do the shenanigans in the John Jafari zone and make sure to catch a Nidorina because I didn't get enough comments last video saying that I should have used the Nidoking in my last run. Stop! I get it, but also the run's over, so just forget about it. We get some old guy's golden teeth and HM Surf while hopping 2 steps to the right.
Take it back now, y'all.
All in order to make sure we don't go over the step count. Now that that's out of the way, we return the guy's golden teeth and get Poke Steroids HM Strength. I then go to battle Team Rocket in Saffron City. You know that stage in Smash 64 where the Pokemons come out and do random stuff? Oh god! Yeah, that's right, I'm messing with the order of things because 1, I don't care anymore, I'm a broken man from these videos, and 2, because. That's it. Just because. We gotta battle that evil organization again. What was it? PETA or something? Oh god, no, Team Rocket, that's it! Bing bang boom, we take them all out and then Tion's there for some reason. And he's all like, pfft, I could beat Team Rocket, but nah, I'm not going to. So we beat him instead for not being a good 10-year-old hero, and then beat Giovanni yet again. Aw man, I love you Tion, you're a good guy, but all I can say is I can't be explaining these same events over and over again. We should have done a DS game like I said, Mr. I only do fire red and leaf green. But back to the sorta plot, we battled Sabrina, that was a thing. Was it hard? Nope. I'm not a 10-year-old kid no more, Mom. I've done this a few times. I've swung them all, sister. Swung them all. Well, then, I guess that's 6 badges down. We then head over to the island where some quiz gym is, I guess. But the door's locked. Oh, no way. Maybe no one's home. Maybe I could stop playing this game. Is this the end?
No, R9, you cannot stop playing just because the door's locked. You have to go get the secret key.
I do this incredibly complex tactic in opening the mechanism that is called a lock by acquiring the technology called a key to get into said gym to battle Blaine. This would also mark the first time I ever answered the question instead of fighting with my pets, but I guess not all wars are won through violence. Ah, screw it. I end up battling them all in the end anyways. And now it's time to battle the cue ball Blaine. Wait, maybe he was supposed to be bald because he's so smart. I don't know, maybe I'm just reading too much into this. Oh, the fight? I mean, he's a pretty cool guy. He used some of my favorite Pokemons, but as far as the fight goes, he sucks. Well, now it's time for the final gym leader. Hope it's not a trainer. I've battled through the entirety of the second half of the story leading up to this final battle.
Wow, R9, did you know that Giovanni was a secret 8th gym leader?
Yep, Giovanni. This battle took me a while to beat, but Hidden Power was beyond amazing against 99% of his team, one-hit KOing almost the entire lot, until Nidoking hit the dance floor with Earthquake. I honestly just dropped all my rare candies on Minun at this point that I've been picking up throughout the entire journey, and said to hell with it, if we won't beat Tion on level, we'll beat him in time. And with the rare candies, we barely inch out the win. Now it's time for the final rival battle before the Elite Four, and I'm not sure why this battle even exists to be honest with you. Serious spoiler alert here, he's also the final goddamn boss. Man, this battle blows. Probably took me longer than a 12-inch sub to beat this battle thanks to Venusaur being so bulky and healing every time I hit it. Excuse me sir, just die. Oh, he dead? Good. We go through the cave, do some Zelda puzzles, and do some corn maze made out of cement, easily making it to the Elite Four. It's time for the testament of an R9 run, Lorelei. We've had some real struggling battles with her in the past. Having the type advantage on mostly her entire team this way around is gonna make it pretty easy. I'm able to take down her first 4 Pokemon with a single Thunder when I eventually get them to land. But when Jinx comes on out, I hit myself in confusion and she lands an Ice Beam on me, bringing me down to 3 HP. Luckily she misses and I got the Thunder to land and I was able to finish the battle with the Shockwave. And next is Bruno. We take out both of his Onyxes back to back with Hidden Power. Oh, so you think you know everything about Pokemon, eh? Well, why don't you tell me what type my Hidden Power was down below, huh? Think you up for that challenge? His next Pokemon is Hitmonchan, and we hit it with a Thunder, only for it to get fully healed on the next turn, so we quick attack it and then finish it off with another Thunder. He then goes into Plusle, which we basically do the exact same method to take him out eventually with Thunder, leaving only his last Pokemon, first edition Shadowless Machamp. We landed Thunder while it bulks up, bringing its HP low enough for it to use its berry, helping us out ultimately because the computer doesn't think it has to heal Machamp now that its HP is higher, so we can finish it off with a Shockwave. Time for Agatha, and this battle took a few tries until I ultimately one-hit her first Gengar with Thunder, and then I one-hit her Golbat with Shockwave. Next is Arbok. We hit that with the Thunder, but not quite taking it out, meaning she healed it up for the next 2 turns. But after 2 Shockwaves, it's dead and gone. Now that she's down to her last 2 ghosties, she sends out her Gengar. We take out eventually after landing a Thunder, but after being put asleep and waking up and finishing off with the final Shockwave, leaving only her last Pokemon, the less significant form of Gengar, Haunter. We hit it with the Shockwave and she misses her Hypnosis, and thank RNGesus, she heals it obviously, meaning it will take 2 Shockwaves to seal the deal with some Flex Seal. After healing up outside of battle and restoring some PP, we take on the Edgelord Lance and the final member of the Elite Four. His first Pokemon, Gyarados, is 4 times weak to electric, so one shockwave will easily do the job. Man, if only all Lance's Pokemon were that easy. We then land a Thunder on Dragonair, and must have RNG's on my side helping because we land 2 consecutive Thunders in a row, taking it out, just to battle another one. And I get it, yeah, Gen 1 only had 3 Dragon-type Pokemon to choose from, but it's cool because we land 3 Thunders in a row and get a crit, taking it out. And who said Thunder doesn't strike the same place twice, huh? Speaking of which, we hit another Thunder on his Dragonite while tanking an Outrage and finishing off with the 5th Thunder. Someone do the mathematics on that! Taking him down to his last and final Pokemon, Aerodactyl. And I go with a Thunder Wave as barely survives, and you know what that means. You get a heal, you get a heal, everyone's getting healed! We do this twice, and then I eventually go for the Quick Attack as he heals and get the 2 Shockwaves to finally get the dub. Now it's time for the spoiler-free battle against Ft.Tion. Wait a second, did you cheat, man? How come you have 6 Pokemon?
R9, I really don't have 6 Pokemon. You know that's just the rival in the game, right? Please tell me you're joking, R9.
Well, duh. Yeah, I knew that. That's just a game, yeah. Now it's time to finish the race and stop the clock once and for all in this race against time. Can we ever finish this race against time? Can we ever truly win against time? Ft.Tion leads with his Pidgeot, and the clouds gather and a giant lightning bolt takes him right out of the sky. Next is his Rhydon, and we just use hidden power and it's easily dealt with like a shuffled deck of cards. Time for Alakazam, and can you believe he doesn't use teleport in that moveset? What a waste of free travel. We get lucky and get a crit Thunder, taking it right out of the ballpark. We're halfway there. Oh! This is the part where he goes into his Gyarados, which we know is easily taken out by a Shockwave. Next is his Arcanine Beats, my favorite Pokemon. But all nice things must come to an end, and our Thunder almost ends it. But as always, there's another healing involved, followed by a Shockwave, and then a Thunder. And now it's time for his final and biggest threat on his team, Venusaur. It's extremely bulky, and its healing potential is not a fun time. This particular encounter took so long, but ultimately, I went for Thunder right out of the gate and got a Paralysis. And after an extremely long, tedious back and forth of hitting, healing, I eventually take out Venusaur and become the Pokemon champion! I'm not gonna lie, this challenge didn't have nearly the same difficulty as all the other challenges we have done before, but I mean, Minun isn't a bad Pokemon at all, and hidden powers seem to cover up all of our biggest type disadvantages. So yet another pepperoni-sized Pikachu and me made it into the Hall of Fame together. Not a bad little challenge, I guess. Oh, also, I think I was racing Ft.Tion after all, but I almost forgot. Don't forget to check out his video and be the judge of who really won this race, and make sure if you do go over there, tell him it was me. But as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and check out more of my challenges here below, and make sure you have yourselves a damn good one.